Good morning, friends. We are here in front of our hotel, Aloft Suites. And we are waiting for our driver to take us to our food tour today. And I will bring you along and show you anything fun and exciting. If you're interested in food, come along for the journey today.
One. What about this one?
I don't think so. I think it was the red one, right? I think so.
The red one is the most popular. But this one...
So by the time this day rolled around, the hiking part of Peru was already behind us. The Inca Trail was finished, Machu Picchu had already happened, and this day was different. Exciting, but not dramatic. Just transitional. We were staying in Miraflores, Lima at the Aloft Hotel, and this was one of those days that doesn't make for flashy footage. But honestly, those days matter too, especially after something big. We had signed up for a food tour with Lima Tasty Tours, and it ended up being a 6-hour long tour, which sounds like a lot, and it kind of was. But it was slow in the way that post-adventure days usually are. The first stop was the local market. And this market was everything. Fruit I couldn't even name. Colors everywhere. Smells layered on top of each other.
Technique is to open because it's very juicy and suck. Okay?
So bite it?
Yeah, bite it and suck. So be careful.
Do you eat the skin?
No, it's very than that.
Okay. Just suck the juice.
Yeah, just have the juice and the pulp. Yeah. What about it? It's sweet and sour. One of
it's really good.
My best combination.
It's good for diabetes.
Diabetes?
Yes.
Oh. For what? Diabetes.
Diabetes, and also we use this in place of sugar to produce like a sugar edulcorant with this. Many persons
We have many kind of fruit that you can use as a medicine.
Yes.
That's the reason why this one is.
It's very good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's sweet, but it's not too sweet.
It's perfecto?
It's a middle sweet. Okay, it's not like a sugar. Okay. It's
Pacay, okay? Pacay. Pacay, it's a fruit native from Lima, from this land, from my land. You have to open this. And look. You never imagine what's inside. It's like cotton. Yeah?
Yeah. Can I touch it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow.
Please try.
You eat everything.
Yeah, no, not the seed.
Don't eat the seeds?
Yeah, the seed, the black seed, it's hard, it's not to eat. It's not for it. Put in your mouth and then expose the seed. Todas tan grandes. Una media, la que no esté tan grande como la. Chiri moya. Chiri means cold in Quechua. Okay. Moya is like fruit. As I said before, is a fruit with umami's flavor. I'm gonna give you only one part. The rest is all for you, huh? For your breakfast, for later, for the night.
It looks like avocado, kind of.
Looks like,
Oh my gosh, it's creamy and beautiful. Yes.
¿no? Que rebaja, digamos, la sanción para menores de 16 y 17 años dentro del sistema penal, como en este caso que usted nos expresa de Sunafil. Más propuestas, menos
Pota, giant calamar.
Oh wow.
The giant is
Will you take a picture of that?
The size, this is only one part of
Stalls overflowing with produce, seafood displays that make you stop and stare, whole chickens laid out with eggs still inside, which if you're not expecting it is definitely something that sticks with you. It wasn't curated, it wasn't sanitized, it was just real.
What is this? Eggs?
when they are ovulating.
I remember thinking how different this felt from trail life, but also how similar it was in a strange way. On trail, nothing is filtered either, except for maybe the water. Things just are what they are. You don't get to ignore reality when you're walking through it.
Soy sauce. We use this for the food that I'm going to prepare. For example, pollada. For example, carapulca. For example, chicken rice. And he knows how much to put in the bag. And then he gives you all ready. You open the bag and you add this to the dressing of the food. The example is right here. Amigo, dame por favor un sol para hacer este arroz con pollo. Look. Yellow chili, coriander, garlic, and the spinach.
It's incredible.
Receive, please. Receive.
Receive it.
Oh, gracias.
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 La biblia chicha raro.
Yo te doy el número de mi hija, 99 4 88
Muy bien.
7.
Corn is like this, and at the end, cross like this. Beautiful, right? And look at this other chili.
Oh, that's cool.
Another chili.
What has been your favorite part of our food tour?
Well, trying all of the fruits at the fruit stand, that was really cool. Things that kind of look scary and I wouldn't ever know what to do with them if I bought them anyway, and that we'll never probably see in the States. And walking through the market and seeing all the vendors, and just the fact that OSHA and the FDA isn't around, and these people are having a wonderful livelihood.
One of the stops on our food tour with Lima Tasty Tours was a place called Donna Mary, and honestly, this part of the day felt very real. Donna Mary isn't flashy. It's not trying to impress anyone. It's the kind of place you go because people who live there eat there, and that always tells you more than a menu ever could. Right next to it is the local market that you saw in the previous clips, and that market was something else. I'll be honest, it's probably not everyone's thing. It's busy, loud, and a little overwhelming. But that's also what made it interesting. What I appreciated about the tour is that he didn't try to clean any of it up. He didn't rush us through. He explained what we were seeing, why it mattered, and how people in this part of Peru actually shop and eat day to day. It reminded me of trail towns in a strange way. It's just real life happening all around you, all at once. Moments like that make you grateful. Grateful for food, for provision, and for the reminder that God provides in so many different ways, in so many different places, even when it looks unfamiliar to us. This wasn't about finding the best bite or the prettiest plate. It was about seeing how people live and letting that be enough. From there, the tour moved us through parts of Lima I never would have found on my own.
Other continent, another city in Peru. Also, look how gigantic, how big, how impressive is the architecture here. Remember, magnificent buildings, but today with another purposes. In this case, communication. The post, the mailing. Erika, she was Peruvian. Her real name was Isabel Flores de Oliva, but Saint Rose was his nickname. Rose was a nickname that the prior, that the high rank monk here gave to her, and she uses. Before her, not many people uses the name of Rose. Yeah, so she popularized this name in the 16th century.
And that little window is a ventilation for the crypt.
There's the blue in the front.
Here is my friend.
del Poder Judicial y cumplir inmediatamente con la reposición de las 38 obreras municipales de limpieza pública. Abajo la relación de nuestro.
Can you see? Casa de Correos y Telégrafos. The telegraph and the mail house. And here we have the
We walked past old buildings and cathedrals, saw murals and paintings on the sides of buildings,
one animal, one tree, and the second, people say it's a whale. No, it's not a
Cornucopia?
Cornucopia, exactly. Yeah, you got a photo? And what we
including this massive carnival-style painting that just stopped me in my tracks. Not because it was famous, because it felt like a city telling its own story without asking for permission.
in all America, bigger than Mardi Gras, bigger than the Carnival, was the biggest party, the biggest street party in South America. And here in Lima, we lose this tradition, unfortunately. When people migrate from the countryside, the locals, they say, no, we don't want to do this again for these people. Yeah, the city is not us anymore. Yeah, these people, they don't want to share the tradition of these people, and they don't want to share their tradition with these people.
About what year did that?
50s, 60s,
Of 1950s?
90s, 20th century, sorry, 20th century. People live in Lima.
And honestly, this part of the day wasn't thrilling, like mountaintop thrilling. It wasn't fast. It wasn't something you rushed to upload.
This one.
It was a lot of standing, a lot of listening, a lot of just being there. And it was fantastic.
Yeah, we did everything. Even with the part of the...
Good morning from our very last day in Lima, Peru. We just got out of our pool. I'm going to show you that. There we go. So there is our pool. There's Melissa. And there's a nice little courtyard out there. So we are going to spend the next few hours here in Lima, and our flight tonight is at 11:20 or 30. And so we'll hang around here, get a bus back to the airport, and then be on our way back to Michigan. We should arrive there tomorrow, which is Wednesday, about 11:30 a.m. We are in Miraflores area for our final meal in Peru. And
Maybe not our final, maybe another one.
well, one of our final 2 meals possibly in Lima. And this is our view. It's a little bit darker and more gray than the last time we were here, but we had dinner just to the left prior to heading to Cusco last week. And sister, what is your final meal in Peru going to be? Well, at least at this restaurant.
My final appetizer are going to be the croquetas y birritas.
And a glass of rosé.
They're my entree.
And I will be having a rosé spritz and sharing her croquetas. And I don't know what I'm going to have yet for a meal. We'll find out.
Long hikes teach you how to move, but days like this teach you how to come back. That's something I don't think people talk about enough. There's this assumption that the hard part is the walking, the miles, the elevation, the fatigue. And yes, that is hard, but there's also a different kind of challenge in slowing down after something intense, in letting your body stop, in letting your mind catch up. This day felt like that. There was something about today that felt like closure. Not an ending, just a pause. That's something long trails teach you too. Not everything needs to be marked by a summit or a finish line. Some moments are meant to be quiet bookends. As we packed up and headed out, I kept thinking about how this whole Peru trip fit into the bigger picture for me. It wasn't a side quest. It wasn't a detour. It was preparation. Not physical training in the obvious sense, but preparation in the way long journeys actually matter. It reminded me how important it is to move between intensity and stillness without losing yourself in either one. And it reminded me of something Scripture says in Ecclesiastes, that there's a season for everything, a time to move, a time to rest, a time to be quiet, a time to return. That truth applies just as much to trails as it does to life. As I head toward the Continental Divide Trail, I know there will be long stretches of forward motion. And there will also be days like this, slow, unremarkable, transitional days that don't make great highlight reels, but shape you all the same. This Peru trip ended not with fireworks, but with rest. And honestly, I'm grateful for that. Because the next journey is already calling. And arriving well matters more than rushing toward it. Thanks for walking through this part of the story with me.